In life, Queen Elizabeth II had a fashion sense all her own. It's been nearly 4 years since the death of the beloved British monarch. Time for a glimpse inside her legendary closet. Here's Alina Cho.
She was in the public eye for nearly a century. From her christening as a newborn princess,
with the scepter in her right hand and in her left hand the orb,
to her coronation as queen and her 70-year reign, Queen Elizabeth II lived under a global microscope.
Our societies rest on mutual agreement, on contract, and on consensus.
Her words were carefully chosen. Her wardrobe was, too.
It's been said that her wardrobe was her communication.
I think the Queen used fashion in a really incredible way. She turned diplomatic dressing, if I can call it that, into an art form. She would use colour, she would use embellishment, she would use emblems, and all of these things were redolent with meaning.
Cherry blossoms adorned her gown for a trip to Japan. White and green satin for a visit to Pakistan matched that nation's flag. It's all part of a new exhibition, Queen Elizabeth II, Her Life and Style, on view at Buckingham Palace. The show sold out so quickly, it's now been extended until next April.
Did Queen Elizabeth love fashion?
I think she did enjoy fashion. I mean, it's hard to look around at some of these pieces and think that was worn by someone who wasn't interested in clothing. So we're in the King's Gallery here.
Curator Caroline de Guiteau says every detail was considered. Hemlines weighted against the wind. Even the vibrant colors were deliberate.
It was about connecting with people, with audiences, with those that in some instances had waited many hours to see her wherever she was, and they would catch a glimpse, a flash of that colour, or the hat, of course.
Those hats and matching sets became a staple. Headscarves and tartan skirts were for casual days. And of course, dazzling dresses, most notably her 1953 coronation gown, designed by Norman Hartnell.
What makes that gown so special?
I think it's the combination of the fabric and the embellishment. It's probably Hartnell's masterpiece.
Queen Elizabeth II passes from the Abbey.
The dress is subtly covered in symbols from across the British Commonwealth.
Here you have the lotus flower of India and Pakistan, the maple leaf of Canada, of course, the wattle of Australia, the silver fern of New Zealand, and the protea of South Africa.
What do you think that those decisions about what she wanted on that gown said about how she would reign?
I think it showed that she would want to be inclusive to all the people around the world for whom she was queen. And I think it also is an indication, an early indication, that she could use fashion to communicate with people.
There was something about
For designer Erdem Moralioglu, the Queen became a muse thanks to a little-known chapter in royal history. The 1958 meeting between the young Queen and Duke Ellington. The jazz legend would later compose the Queen's Suite, a piece of music made just for her.
What was it about that meeting that so intrigued you?
I think what was so beautiful about the gesture of Duke Ellington creating this piece of music, it was like a love letter.
We went to Windsor Castle to see the record, the only copy ever pressed.
It's kind of incredible that we're here with the actual letter that Duke Ellington wrote to the Queen.
It's wonderful. This line in particular, please accept this, the product of my most inspired creation. I do hope your majesty will enjoy the sounds.
Erdem imagined worlds colliding.
It's this push and pull of a kind of an imaginary conversation.
The result, his spring 2018 collection, including this dress on display at the exhibition.
How do you take this meeting that Queen Elizabeth has with Duke Ellington, and then how does that morph into this?
It's almost taking everything that you know about the person and undoing it, being like kind of very irreverent and playing with it. It's never about like the idea of replicating something, it's kind of the insinuation of something.
You could say the Queen approached dressing in a similar way. with the careful construction of an image refined over a lifetime.
She never wanted to be a trendsetter, and yet she was.
Exactly that. And I think that's that real dichotomy between she never saw herself as a leader of fashion, and yet she has remained influential.